Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel. We are here on Friday Night Smackdown, the Smackdown after WrestleMania. And I'm sure everybody on this card here tonight saw the Raw after WrestleMania and saw just how big of a night that was. And they're looking to outdo them this time around, as now it's the Blue Brand's opportunity to showcase what they have in store. And we are starting things off with a triple threat number one contenders match for the United States Championship. A title held by Carmelo Hayes. Hayes awaits a challenger in France at Backlash. The only question is, will it be the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu? Will it be Big Jim, Jimmy Uso? Or will it be the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre? Well, that question is going to be answered momentarily, folks. There's always an aura about Jacob Fatu, but after a huge night that he had at WrestleMania, dismantling Roman Reigns and pinning Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, you have to favor Jacob Fatu in almost any scenario at this point. I mean, we are truly looking at something special when we're talking about Jacob Fatu. And he has a chance to correct a wrong that happened at WrestleMania. Almost courtesy because of this man right here. Him and Solo Sikoa just could not help themselves. Had to get at each other's throats. Had to have conflict throughout the entire match, distracting themselves. There were time after time after time where they could have got the pinfall in that triple threat match with Carmelo Hayes. But it was just that blind rage that kept those two from success that night. Carmelo Hayes was able to capitalize off it, but Hayes is not going to have that. He's not going to have that advantage heading into Backlash. He only has one opponent at Backlash. And it might be this man right here. He might be running it back with Big Jim. Remember, a few weeks ago, Jimmy Uso had a United States Championship opportunity against Carmelo Hayes, foiled, of course, by Solo Sikoa. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre, if he goes on to Backlash, he could become the United States champion for the first time in his career as well. McIntyre riding a high of momentum after a big victory over Big Bronson Reed at WrestleMania. What a clash of the Titans that match was. This match is certainly going to be one to watch, folks. I mean, just with combustible elements like Fatu and McIntyre involved, and then you got the unpredictability of Jimmy Uso, a man that is hungry for opportunities, a man that is itching to show that he can be just as big and good as his brother Jay over on Monday Night Raw. Of course, the former Intercontinental Champion, and seemingly on the road to even more success further down the line is Jey Uso. So all three of these men would have something to prove in this match. All three of these men have tremendous capability of winning this match, and there's tremendous stake at hand with the United States Championship number one contender spot on the line. Who wants it more? We're about to find out. And look at this, McIntyre goes straight for Jacob, and he might live to regret it. Here's super kick connects. McIntyre and Jimmy Uso momentarily working together here. And now look at this. Oh, takes out Fatu. Does Jimmy Uso. And it goes right on the attack of McIntyre. We know the history between the Bloodline and Drew. Oh my God. Jacob Fatu just running straight through Jimmy Uso. And now takes the attack to Drew McIntyre. Jimmy, though, trying to stay on the attack. You know, Jimmy has his problems with Fatu as well. Fatu has stuck his nose in Jimmy Uso's business once or twice in the past. McIntyre with a huge STO there. Now goes for a strike on Fatu. Big backdrop. And now elbow from Drew McIntyre. Gonna send Uso for a ride, but a nice counter by Jimmy. Now Jimmy Uso heading to the outside, but doesn't realize that Fatu is back up on his feet. Sends Uso off the ropes with a huge, oh my goodness gracious, with a huge pop-up powerbomb, and goes right back on the attack of McIntyre. And this is the dominance that we're talking about when we refer to Jacob Fatu, but McIntyre got the boot up. McIntyre got the boot up. And a big headbutt to the face of McIntyre. And he says, if the first you don't succeed, oh my God. Fatu wiping out the field. I don't think he's done there just yet. Look out over the top rope. And now, wait a minute, McIntyre coming from the other side of the ring, but he gets sideswiped by Fatu. Fatu letting Solo Sikoa know he's doing the work for him. Solo Sikoa couldn't get the job done at WrestleMania. Fatu has another chance to bring the title back into the family. A big strike to the face of Jimmy, and now those headbutts are meeting their mark. A big super kick to McIntyre. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a huge senton connects to Jimmy Uso. And now one for McIntyre as well. Fatu is just commanding all the attention in this one. Look out. Oh, my God. A big splash. A big splash to Jimmy Uso. I don't think Fatu's done there just yet. He's calling McIntyre up to his feet now. Look out. No, jumped over McIntyre. Overshot it a little bit. Fatu's athleticism being his own dismay that time. Now McIntyre throws away Fatu. Now Jacob Fatu trying to lick his wounds here. Goes back into the steel steps, back in the ring. These three go, I should say. McIntyre and Jimmy Uso now. Big power slam. Nice power by Jimmy. And now goes for something there, but gets averted. Oh my goodness gracious, what a clash that was between Fatu and Jimmy Uso. And now Fatu sending Jimmy Uso for the ride here. Both of these guys running into each other. Goes for a super kick attempt. And now Fatu ducks the powerbomb attempt. And now big super kick to McIntyre. Fatu staying in the driver's seat. Keeping his head on a swivel here. Goes for a belly-to-belly suplex, but McIntyre. And now Fatu, gets wiped out by a steel chair. Jimmy Uso now on the attack. Uso going top rope here. What's he got planned for McIntyre on the top rope? Oh my goodness, what a move. Jacob Fatu now. Oh, big strike to the face to Jimmy. And now look at this. Oh, a huge headbutt. A huge headbutt connects. And more headbutts to come. Fatu now taking out McIntyre. Those headbutts meeting their mark. And now Fatu sending Jimmy back into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a huge splash into the corner. Look out. Fatu was going to come in hot that time, but I think McIntyre's lifeless carcass stopped him dead in his tracks. No pun intended that time. And now Fatu sending McIntyre on those ropes here. Fatu now connecting with a huge clothesline, sending McIntyre over the top rope. Look out, Fatu with the Spaceman plancha. My God. This is indeed awesome, folks. Jacob Fatu is an absolute beast. I mean, he's just a man of a different species. The way that Fatu moves in that ring, no man his size should. And now Fatu wasting no time going top rope here. Look out, big splash. Uso splash, if you will. But no, McIntyre saves the match. McIntyre saves the match and now going for the kill here. But Fatu with a nice counter out of harm's way. McIntyre completely thrown aback by Fatu. And now, wait a minute, Jacob Fatu, my God. Just landed flush on McIntyre. And now Fatu setting Jimmy Uso off the ropes. Big Samoan drop. And I don't think Fatu's done there just yet. Oh, went for that top rope moonsault. Did not connect. Jimmy goes for the super kick. McIntyre trying to take care of Fatu. And now big elbow drop. Gets the super kick that time. And another one for good measure. And now Jacob Fatu has to shake the cobwebs off before Jimmy Uso puts this thing to bed. Luckily, McIntyre was able to just get the shoulder out. And now it's Fatu and Jimmy, and look at this. Jimmy connects with the spear. Jimmy connects with the spear, but even Roman's spear wasn't enough to put Fatu away at WrestleMania. And another spear connects to McIntyre this time. Goes for the cover on McIntyre. No, now McIntyre getting the shoulder out. Jacob Fatu and McIntyre wiped out here. Jimmy Uso has his choice as to who he wants to take out. He's going for Fatu. And now, wait a minute, Fatu missed wildly there. Jimmy Uso with a roll-up attempt on Fatu now. Goes for the cover, McIntyre breaks it up. And now McIntyre with a huge strike right to the face. McIntyre with a huge strike right to the face, and now Jimmy Uso could be in trouble. Hanging out Jimmy Uso. And now McIntyre setting Fatu into the turnbuckle. What does McIntyre have planned here on that top rope? Fatu, though, nice counter out of harm's way. And now he sends McIntyre in the air. And now Jacob Fatu connects with the Impaler DDT. McIntyre was sent for a loop. Fatu hits the Impaler DDT. Not enough, though. Jimmy just getting the shoulder out. What a match. Who is going to France to fight for the United States Championship? Fatu has the feet on the ropes, and it's Fatu stealing the win. Jacob Fatu utilizing McIntyre being down to his advantage to pin Jimmy Uso and to qualify for the United States Championship in France. Carmelo Hayes better be counting his days because he's got a bloodthirsty Samoan werewolf ready to cash in his opportunity on the United States Championship at Backlash. That's going to be one hell of a match. Fatu and Hayes at Backlash, folks. But needless to say, all three of these guys left it all on the line in that ring tonight. Any three of these men could have gotten the job done, could have been sent a ticket to France. But in the end of the day, it's Jacob Fatu earning another opportunity for the bloodline to secure some more gold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the congratulations is in order for the Samoan werewolf, who's this much closer to his first taste of gold here in the WWE and not even a year into his career here in WWE. And speaking of a woman that is still looking for a taste of gold, Tiffany Stratton is out here after an incredible performance against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Was still not enough to put away the Eradicator. And now Tiffany Stratton looks for brand new gold, looks to make history, because we are going to crown the first ever Women's United States Champion in France of all places at Backlash. A little mini tournament here on Friday Night Smackdown to figure out who is going to be in the finals for the United States Championship. Tonight's Tiffany Stratton against Fallon Henley. The winner of this match will face the winner of next week's match to determine who is going to be the Women's United States Champion, the very first ever Women's United States Champion at that. Fallon Henley with a tremendous opportunity here. We saw her a handful of times in last season, but she's looking to make a name for herself this season. And it could all start on the Smackdown after WrestleMania. And here we go. The bell has rung. Stratton and Fallon Henley doing battle here. Two women that are quite familiar with each other's game from their time down in NXT. But something tells me that Tiffany Stratton just has a little bit more to prove after a huge loss, a gutting loss to Rhea Ripley. She put her entire body on the line that night. She put everything that she had into that performance. And a lot of people she won over with that performance. As now Stratton goes for a huge body slam there, but Fallon Henley with the nice counter sends Tiffany Stratton down to the ring. Down to the canvas is where I'm getting at. And now Fallon Henley goes for a frog splash, but averted. Averted from Tiffany. And now Tiffany having a bit of an epiphany that time before Fallon Henley could get the big frog splash. And now look at this, Tiffany Stratton now firmly in the driver's seat. A huge standing moonsault connects. And now Stratton just muscling up Fallon Henley. Nice power slam by the center of the universe. Fallon, though, with a nice counter. And now Tiffany, look at this, just grabbing her hair. Almost pulling it out at that point. Stratton again sending Henley into the corner. Big chop to the chest. And now Fallon with an elbow strike right to the face. Oh, and a huge forearm strike to complement that elbow strike. And now Henley all of a sudden getting back into this one. Look at this combination. Oh, Fallon Henley sends Tiffany Stratton down to the canvas. And now once again, Fallon Henley going top rope. At first she doesn't succeed. I guess she's going to try it again. Fallon off the top rope with a nice crossbody. A crossbody lands its mark. And now just wrenching away at the ankle of Tiffany Stratton. And now Fallon Henley wrenching at the arm of Tiffany. And now look out, going to take Tiffany Stratton for a ride. That could be it right there. That could be it right there. Stratton, another opportunity was about to be slipping from her grasp, but no. Fallon Henley has to try just a little bit harder to put her away. Oh my goodness gracious. That could be the move right there. The Famouser connects. The Famouser connects to Stratton, but Stratton with the shoulder out again. I don't think Fallon Henley can even believe that Stratton's still in this match. And now Fallon Henley sending Tiffany Stratton a clear message. Went for the drop kick. Oh, it went averted, but no, Fallon Henley still able to capitalize with a European uppercut flying through the air. And, oh, a big drop kick by Stratton. These two going back and forth. I have to reiterate what's on the line here. A shot to be the first ever Women's United States Champion. Oh, and a huge Samoan drop by Tiffany. And a big splash out of the corner. The very first ever Women's United States Champion will be crowned at Backlash. The only question is it going to be Fallon Henley or Tiffany Stratton in the finals. And now Stratton going top rope here. Big Swanton connects. But she did not immediately go for the cover. I don't know if I would exactly agree with that strategy because Fallon Henley was able to find a way out of it. And now Henley could be in trouble here. Tiffany Stratton, she's rocking, she's rolling, and she's looking for a twisting Stratton bomb, and she connects. A twisting Stratton bomb connects to Fallon Henley to go for the cover. 1, 2. No, Henley just getting that shoulder out. Now we're starting to see some fight out of Fallon Henley, and we're starting to see this crowd be in support of this match. As now Tiffany Stratton sets Fallon Henley on the top rope here. Look out. Oh, shoulder first. This is indeed awesome, folks. Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley putting it all on the line for the Women's United States Championship, even qualify for the finals. Stratton undid that turnbuckle pad, but Fallon Henley was able to find a way out of it. And now sending Tiffany Stratton on the ropes here. Wrenching at the arm of Stratton is Henley. And now wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton now spikes her with the DDT. Spikes Henley with the DDT. Tiffany now, look at the power of the center of the universe. Oh, and what a Samoan drop. Stratton now calling Fallon Henley back up to her feet. Another arm-wrenching maneuver that time. Big drop kick to the face. Stratton has found an opportunity back into this one. Big elbow strike. Another one. And now, oh, what a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Stratton starting to put it together here. Goes top rope once again. Calling Fallon Henley up to her feet. A big drop kick connects. She averted a drop kick earlier by Fallon, but Fallon was not able to do the same. Big boot averted. Goes for an elbow strike. And now wait a minute, Stratton with a nice roll-up attempt on Fallon. Goes for the cover. Count of 2. No, Henley just escaping. Just escaping. Count of 1. Count of 2. No, Tiffany Stratton now escaping. Back and forth these two go. And now wait a minute again. Again, Fallon Henley sending Stratton out for the ride. Goes for the cover again. She hit that earlier. Stratton kicked out again. And now Fallon Henley. She tried the famouser last time, but Tiffany Stratton with a huge counter this time. And now, wait a minute, that could be the opportunity that Tiffany needed. Went for the famouser twice, might have gotten a little too comfortable, and with that, Tiffany Stratton just put Fallon Henley away. That was as quick as a hiccup. Fallon Henley was in control of this match, rocking and rolling, and pretty much securing her first class ticket to France, and Tiffany Stratton turned it around just like that. That is how we know Tiffany Stratton will be a world champion at some point in her career. It just didn't happen at WrestleMania, but she might be the first ever Women's United States champion. What a match we just witnessed between these two. Both of these women proving that they deserve to be in this tournament of sorts to crown the first ever Women's United States champion. As you can see, Fallon Henley certainly trying to put it all together here, but Stratton at the end of the day hitting that prettiest moonsault ever and putting this thing to bed and securing her spot in the finals of the United States Championship tournament. Well, folks, we are getting ready for some tag team action here tonight as American Made making their way down to the ring, accompanied by Chad Gable. The tag team landscape here on Friday Night SmackDown certainly is full of talent, and these two teams are not out of that conversation. The American Made team, the Creed Bros, representing American Made, of course, tonight. And these two men right here, Fraxiom Two men that were inches away from becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania. And they're certainly future WWE Tag Team Champions once they put it all together and once they finally figure out how to put away the bloodline, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Frazier and Axiom are as exciting as a team gets here on Friday Night SmackDown. They are the future of tag team wrestling. I would argue all four of these gentlemen are the future of tag team wrestling. This is going to be one hell of a match for Fraxiom and American Made. Here we go. Axiom and Julius Creed starting us off here tonight. Tag team action, a staple here on Friday nights. As I look at this, Axiom immediately with a counter. Big drop kick right to the face of Julius. And now sending Creed off the ropes is Axiom, already cementing their legacies at WrestleMania was Fraxiom. Meanwhile, the Creed brothers look to make sure they're not left off next year's card. Have to try and stack some wins together for themselves as well. And a big win over a highlight team like Fraxiom will do just that. As now look at this, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Oh, look at that teamwork. That teamwork is now Julius Creed trying to go to the outside, but I don't think he's very safe out there, as now Frazier's calling Julius Creed up to his feet. Look out, Frazier. Oh my God, shot of a cannon that time. Wipes out Creed. And now sending Julius into the barricade. I mean, just lightning quick is this Nathan Frazier. And now calling Julius Creed up to his feet here. Look out. Oh, what a huge springboard drop kick connects. Springboard drop kick connects to Julius, but Creed just getting that shoulder out. And now Julius looking to make a tag to his brother Brutus. And now Brutus got caught off guard there. Big super kick connects. And now look at this, a standing moonsault. Or excuse me, a standing shooting star. Let me get my my calls correct here, as Frazier, I don't know if I would really agree with that. Letting the referee's count break. Now big strike right to the face. Meanwhile, Frazier goes top rope. That might be a bit of a mistake on Nathan Frazier's part. I mean, we of course credit these guys with how talented all four are in the ring, but you gotta understand that these guys aren't as experienced as most tag teams we've seen in the past. Not as experienced as the Street Profits, not as experienced as tag team champions over there on Monday Night Raw like DIY, the Creed Bros, and Fraxiom both. Only just recently in the last few years kicking off their wrestling careers. Axiom being the one that has the most experience out of all four of these individuals in the ring. And now Julius Creed sending Frazier shoulder first into the turnbuckle. This could be bad news for Creed. Getting into the ring, stomping out the chest of Frazier, but Frazier comes back now. And now look at this, sling blade action connects. And now wait a minute, another sling blade just for good measure, but Creed getting a cheap shot in on Frazier. Another one, but Frazier counters it that time. And now wait a minute, Nathan Frazier off the ropes. A twisting corkscrew. Oh no, Chad Gable. Chad Gable now pulling the referee out. And now wait a minute, now it's Frazier who takes out both the official and Gable. Frazier taking out both the official and Gable, but that's going to give the Creed Bros an opportunity. That's exactly what Chad Gable provides for American Made, opportunities. As now Julius Creed tagged back in on this one. Frazier's in a bad way. Frazier needs a tag. Julius Creed off the second. Referee's still taken out here. Chad Gable got back up on his feet. But our referee is still down here. And now, wait a minute. Here come the Creeds. Looking to connect with some tag team offense of their own. Huge running shoulder tackle. But Nathan Frazier now. Oh, and a huge kick right to the face. A huge kick right to the face of Brutus. Trying to get a tag to Axiom. The damage has been done to Nathan Frazier in this one. And now, wait a minute. Big Bulldog connects. And now Julius Creed again getting a cheap shot in on Nathan Frazier. Went for a strike, but Creed now. And now Axiom's seen enough. Axiom's seen enough. He's going over to the corner, but Creed had that skied as well. But he didn't think about it that time. Meanwhile, in the ring, Brutus Creed is sending Frazier for a ride. Big gut-wrench powerbomb that time by Brutus Creed. Goes for the splash and connects. Axiom was looking for the tag, but it was too little too late. Goes for the cover. Frazier gets the shoulder out. And now Brutus Creed, the human wrecking ball that he is, full head of steam. Big clothesline. A big clothesline to Frazier. And now a stomp to the arm. A stomp to the arm of Nathan Frazier. And now Nathan Frazier could be in trouble here. Look out, sit out torture rack. A sit out torture rack bomb on Frazier. Goes for the cover. Axiom was not going to be able to make it in time. Big strike right to the face of Brutus. Goes for a super kick. Brutus Creed now with the reversal. Sends Axiom down to the floor. Brutus Creed taking care of business here tonight on both members of Fraxiom. But the problem is, once you got one member of Fraxiom down, here comes the other one back into the fight. A big strike connects, but no, Frazier off the ropes. Look out! And now goes for again, another attempt to get Brutus into the corner of Fraxiom to get the much-needed fresh tag to Axiom. And now Chad Gable again providing a distraction, which keeps Frazier still in this match. Julius Creed now letting some hammer fists go. And now Julius Creed bringing Frazier to those ropes, but no, Frazier, a nice counter out of harm's way. Look out, Frazier still somehow in the fight. And now goes for a standing moonsault. He got the face of Creed, but I mean, he might have done more damage to himself than anybody else. Trying to get Julius Creed back into the corner of Fraxiom. And now Creed, wise enough to keep his distance. But no, Frazier got the tag that he needed. And big knee strike from Axiom. Caught Creed flush. And now big Hurricane Rana comes in for Axiom. Went for an elbow drop, but Julius Creed had the counter. And now, wait a minute, Axiom reaching halfway across the ring that time to deliver that drop kick. And now Axiom setting Julius Creed on the top rope here. Gonna go for the kill. And now, wait a minute, Frazier's on that top rope now as well. Frazier's on the top rope now as well. Axiom going for the cover here. Goes for the cover, but not enough. Not enough, but could be a signal towards the end, as now Axiom going for the golden ratio, but Julius Creed with a nice counter. Clever counter out of harm's way that time. Big elbow strike connects. Tags in Frazier. Frazier now sending Julius Creed out to the floor. Julius Creed's out to the floor now one more time. Nathan Frazier connects. And now Frazier trying to send Julius Creed back in the ring. These Creeds are scrappy, man. Ever since they've been under the tutelage of Chad Gable, they have proven to be one hell of a tag team. Not that they weren't one hell of a tag team beforehand. As now Julius Creed. Julius Creed has Frazier on his shoulders for a Doomsday Brutus Ball. A Doomsday Brutus Ball to Frazier, connects for the cover. No, Frazier just getting the counter. Just getting the shoulder out. What are we seeing here tonight out of Fraxiom? We are seeing championship caliber performances out of them. Championship caliber effort. And now, wait a minute. My God. Axiom just spiked Chad Gable on his head. And that's going to give Frazier the opportunity. And now, wait a minute. Frazier now in the shoulders of Brutus Creed, sends him out to the ropes. Frazier needs that tag once again to Axiom. Frazier trying to fight off Brutus, but that is not an easy thing to do. Oh, a big chop right to the chest. And now a huge drop kick connects to the face of Brutus. And now Frazier goes top rope here. Frazier going top rope, going for the Phoenix Splash. The Phoenix Splash connects to Brutus. Julius saves the match. Who the hell's going to win this one? Frazier's trying to take care of Julius. Meanwhile, Axiom. And now big frog splash from Frazier. Axiom now, big elbow strike connects. Frazier with the frog splash. Fraxiom gets the job done. That's that tag team continuity that we talk about of Fraxiom. That's what's going to make them future tag team champions. What a match. What a performance from all four of these guys, as a matter of fact. But at the end of the day, Fraxiom picking up another victory, getting themselves some more momentum in the tag team division here on Friday Night SmackDown that just keeps getting more and more stacked. You got guys like the Creed brothers. You got guys like Fraxiom, all hungry for opportunities here in 2025 on the JPG channel. And after performances like that, they should be awarded as many opportunities as they'd like. Now, big running shoulder tackle connects by the Creeds. I mean, we've seen them bring the power aspect, and we saw Fraxiom bring the speed aspect. Sling blade from Frazier. I mean, you've seen time after time after time, Fraxiom just almost able to just telegraph their opponent's attempts at trying to save the match for themselves. And it's that teamwork that really got Fraxiom the victory. Fraxiom with a big win here tonight against the Creed brothers. Of course, the team of American made. But wait a minute, what the hell is this? Who the hell are these guys? Is that Dexter Lumis? Joe Gacy? They're laying out Fraxiom. What the hell is this all about? You have got to be kidding me. What the hell is Lumis and Gacy doing here? And now Gacy and Lumis staring a hole through Fraxiom. What the hell do these two psychopaths have planned? Oh my God! Gacy over the top rope with a tope. And now Lumis over the top rope with a tope. Con hilo to Frazier. Both Lumis and Gacy wiping out Fraxiom. Well, folks, we are back from a brief commercial break, and these two absolute savages, it looks like Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis looking completely different. We haven't seen Dexter Lumis in a number of years here in Universe Mode. Throughout the commercial break, they have torn Fraxiom apart. Lumis and Gacy wiping out Fraxiom. And now Gacy attacking Axiom with a kendo stick. Just broke that over the head Just broke that over the head of Axiom. And now when I'm speaking of the head, oh my God, Loomis just threw Frazier head first into the ring post. And now Axiom being thrown back into the ring by Gacy. Loomis staring a hole through Axiom. As Loomis and Gacy both staring a hole through the referee as well. Well, folks, I don't know what we just saw in terms of the assault on the Smackdown Tag Team division. Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy. Loomis and Gacy, just very ominous characters already, but something about them just seemed pretty off, if you ask me. But needless to say, we're going to have to move forward to our main event tonight because we have to figure out a brand new challenger for the brand new champion, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. And it's going to be one of these two men, Seth freaking Rollins or the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect himself is looking for a major opportunity as he is serenaded by this crowd here tonight after a big victory over one of the best to ever do it, Kenny Omega. Seth freaking Rollins now looking to do battle with another best in the world in AJ Styles, all for an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Meanwhile, putting his rivalry with Finn Balor to bed at WrestleMania. Looking to move on to bigger and better things, that being the World Heavyweight Championship. Both of these men have not held World Championship gold in quite some time. They kind of just been floating about here on Friday Night SmackDown, but it's time for the big impact players, so to speak, to actually bring their A game to the fight. And with a brand new champion like Ilya Dragunov, it is a perfect opportunity for all these former great champions to prove that they could still hang with the modern day champions like the Ring General Gunther or like the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov. And of course, who could forget that Mad Dragon and the Ring General's epic clash, the third and final match between them at WrestleMania. Dragunov able to slay the General one last time and become World Heavyweight Champion. And after a brutal fight like that, we had no choice but to give the night off to Dragunov. He'll be back in action next week ahead of Backlash, which is just nearly almost a week away now, as the card slowly starts to fill out. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a huge elbow strike right to the face of AJ Styles. There's Rollins with a nice knee strike. Now goes for the up and over. Rollins now with a nice roll through into a kick to the face. And after a huge performance, almost match of the early match of the year contender performance from Rollins against Kenny Omega at WrestleMania, he could really take that momentum and set himself back into the world title picture with a big win over the phenomenal one. But AJ Styles, nonetheless, is not going to take this lying down. He's going to bring his fight to Seth Rollins. Something about when there's big match performers taking on big match performers, it just brings something different out of one another. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins with a huge rolling elbow connects right to the face of Styles. And now, wait a minute. Oh, and another elbow strike, this time to the back of the neck. This time to the back of the neck of AJ. Goes for the cover. Styles again with a shoulder out. And now AJ Styles goes for a drop kick. Rollins, oh, that time gets the drop kick. And now AJ now setting Rollins off the ropes, ducks the clothesline. It goes off the ropes himself and connects with it. Connects with the clothesline that time. AJ Styles fully in control now. Big knee strike to the face. And now big German suplex, holds on for the bridge. Goes for the cover. Rollins getting out of harm's way there. AJ Styles not letting Rollins psych him into another German suplex. Connects right to the neck. And now Rollins, though, jawbreaker, and goes for a crossface. We are definitely seeing some innovation here tonight out of the Visionary. Either that or desperation, I don't know. And now it's Styles who grabs a crossface. Now it's Styles with a crossface, but Rollins rolls out of harm's way again as well. Back and forth we go. As I said, the World Heavyweight Championship, #1 contender spot on the line as Styles and Rollins do battle on the Smackdown after WrestleMania. And now, wait a minute, Rollins might have caught Styles in the corner with the buckle bomb. Buckle bomb connects. AJ could be done here. Goes for the cover. Styles gets the shoulder out. Styles gets the shoulder out, but Rollins is going for the kill already. Going for the stomp, and he connects with the stomp. The stomp connects to AJ Styles. It took a plethora of those to put away Kenny Omega at Mania, and it's not going to put away AJ Styles either. And now Rollins going top rope here. Styles is wounded, to say the least, but might have just cost himself a huge opportunity there. And now look at this combination from Styles. AJ now sending Rollins off his shoulders with the Hoshi-Goroshi. And now Styles just sent Rollins down to the floor. AJ's calling Rollins up to his feet now. What the hell does the Phenomenal One have planned here? Full head of steam. Oh my God, over the top rope. AJ Styles putting it all on the line just for a shot at the World Heavyweight Champion. Ilya Dragunov has been in the ring with both of these guys in the past, and both were absolute bangers. I would love to see the World Heavyweight Championship be on the line this time. Styles getting up to his feet now. Rollins with a clever reversal. Another kick right to the chest. Rollins going top rope. Styles is right where Seth Rollins wants him. And a big elbow, or excuse me, like almost a running clothesline, if you will. But no, AJ Styles. Styles, though, playing a little possum that time. Almost got the job done right there. And now a huge arm drag from Styles. Styles really starting to put it together here. Trying to find himself back in the world title picture, but Rollins sending Styles out to the top, out to the floor now. As now Rollins is calling Styles up to his feet. Now it's Seth Rollins with a full head of steam over the top rope. Seth Rollins just basking in his own glory here tonight. Now Rollins sending AJ Styles back into the ring. Rollins calls Styles up to his feet. Rollins goes top rope now. And a big crossbody connects from the Visionary. And now once again, elbow strike to the back of the neck. Seth Rollins firmly in control here. AJ Styles might want to find a way out of harm's way. As look at this, Seth Rollins, that's vintage Rollins that time with a Falcon Arrow. And now Rollins going top rope. Rollins going top rope with the frog splash, but it was averted. Styles with a huge counter. And now AJ Styles calling Rollins up to his feet. Goes for the... Oh, yes, indeed. He's going for the Styles Clash. The Styles Clash connects. Styles Clash to put Rollins away. Count of 2. Rollins just gets the shoulder out. World Heavyweight Championships contendership on the line. Neither man refused to be denied here tonight. AJ now grabbing a calf crusher. A calf crusher on Rollins. Wrenching at the knee. Wrenching at the knee of Seth. Is Seth going to submit? Oh, no, a huge elbow strike right to the back. Rollins now going off the second here. But AJ Styles, nice reversal. Sends Rollins off the ropes here. Now look at this. Lethal combination from the Phenomenal One. Styles now calling Rollins back up to his feet. Styles calling Rollins back up to his feet for the phenomenal forearm. Averted. Averted. Big running, jumping neck breaker by Rollins. And now Rollins sending AJ Styles into the corner. Styles reverses. Back and forth these two go. AJ Styles getting a full head of steam here. Oh, a big running clothesline. A big running clothesline connects. And now it's Rollins going back and forth with AJ. Try to send Styles into the corner, but AJ Styles refuses to get put into the corner. Meanwhile, Rollins sending AJ Styles on that top rope. I think Rollins could be going for another vintage move here, going for that superplex that rolls through right into the Falcon Arrow. I mean, we've been calling so many Seth Rollins matches as of late, it's almost easy to predict what his next maneuver will be, even though Styles got the shoulder out again. And now Seth Rollins now. Big kick right to the chest of AJ. Nothing pretty about it, but effective nonetheless. Maybe a little bit of frustration on Rollins' end that he can't put this thing to bed. And now, wait a minute. AJ Styles goes off the ropes. Rollins with a nice reversal. Rollins with a nice reversal. Almost got him. AJ now with a counter. AJ with a counter. 1, 2. No, Rollins now. Rollins now pops up off the ropes. This is amazing. 1, 2. No, Styles again with a counter. But wait a minute. He didn't get up quick enough. He didn't get up quick enough. The stomp connects. The stomp connects to Styles for the win. Seth freaking Rollins is going to France. What a match. The World Heavyweight Championship #1 contender spot was on the line here, and neither man disappointed in delivery. What a fight between Rollins and AJ Styles. That was one hell of a banger, folks. But wait a minute, I got to cut the replays because what the hell's going on in the ring right now? The lights just went out in the building, and wait a minute, Seth Rollins is stunned now. What the hell is behind him? What the hell is that? Wait a minute, Sister Abigail. And now what the hell? That's Eric Rowan. I recognize Eric Rowan with the orange beard just threw AJ Styles right into the ring post. And now Rowan clearing off the announce table. This is not good. Not good for the Phenomenal One. I don't know who the hell's in the ring right now with Rollins. And now this mysterious figure here has Seth Rollins up after delivering a very familiar maneuver, the Sister Abigail. Now, what the hell does this man have in plans for Seth Rollins? A powerbomb to the outside. And now Rowan has Styles on that announce table. No. A choke slam through the announce table. My God. This mysterious group. Wait a minute. I mean, they're masked, but it looks like that's Gacy and Loomis along with this group. And who the hell is that in the background? Seems like a female of some sorts. What the hell is going on Friday Night Smackdown, folks? This is uncomfortable to watch.